and this is pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9, Subdivision A. The second is pending litigation, F. Roberts Construction, Inc. versus Shangri-La Industries, LLC, et al. This is in Ventura County Superior Court, case number 2023 CUBC 018021, and this is also pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9A. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we will be back at 6 o'clock. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have to call the September 10th meeting of the Thousand Oaks City Council to order, if you please. Now, this evening we're going to start our meeting with a tribute to commemorate September 11th, 2001. 9/11 is a day that will forever be remembered both for its tragedy and for the unwavering spirit of the American people. As our nation was violently attacked by terrorists, heroes among us emerged. Among those who showed true courage and sacrifice were the New York Fire and Police Departments. Their response to the tragedy reminded us all of the importance of our safety, personnel, and their commitment to protecting us. So on this anniversary, the anniversary of the attacks, as a tribute to these brave men and women, we are proud to introduce our community's fire and police honor guards. If you'd please stand and place your hand over your heart, and if the honor guard would enter, please.
States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Great to have our honor guard with us. I know many of you know that song. I checked with them beforehand. That song is called Scotland the Brave. And America's pretty brave too. All right. Mr. Heer, anything to report from the closed session?
Thank you, Mayor. There is nothing to report tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And I'm going to move to the podium for a special presentation. Oh, yes, if you please. I feel like I needed the bagpipes for that little walk there. Should do that every night. What do you think? Anyway, as we all know, Thousand Oaks is vulnerable to wildfires, earthquakes, even flooding. I know a lot of you have been around long enough to see all that here in the city, and that's why we have a National Preparedness Month. Our city public works staff has been designated as first responders. It's their job to protect critical assets here in the city. And of course, we're not doing this alone. We do have help. We have regional coordination. We partner closely with the County of Ventura and other governmental agencies like the Ventura County Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster, otherwise known as VOAD, V-O-A-D. And we have a representative from VOAD tonight, Susan Englund. Susan, if you'd like to come up. And I'd like to present a certificate in commendation to you. Would you care to say just a few words?
If I may, please. All right, thank you. Members of the City Council, those in the audience. VC VOAD is a collaboration of nonprofit organizations, faith-based organizations, volunteer groups, public institutions, and private entities dedicated to improving outcomes for those affected by disaster. VC VOAD helps communities respond to and recover from major disasters by facilitating cooperation, communication, coordination, and collaboration, the four principles that are our foundation. Locally, we meet quarterly to share updates, promote best practices, and participate in tabletop exercises to enhance our preparation to respond. We work closely with the Office of Emergency Services and other local, state, and federal government agencies. We utilize an online assessment tool hosted by 211 Interface, which when activated allows us to capture the needs of those impacted by local disasters in a timely manner, which we did with the Woolsey Fire. We are part of the Southern California VOAD and the National VOAD. Most recently, our partner members assisted households impacted by the flooding of 2023 and 24, providing case management, debris removal and cleanup, financial assistance, food, and shelter. So I want to give a shout out to some of those members, the Red Cross, Team Rubicon, UMCOR, Catholic Charities, the Salvation Army, and United Way. Our partners were also active in responding, as I mentioned, to Thomas and Woolsey fires. In addition to those agencies and programs that have a defined disaster mission, we also invite other community groups to join with us to enhance the preparedness and response of Ventura County. We invite the City of Thousand Oaks to participate in our general membership meetings, and Paul will be doing that. We're pleased to have him join us, and we hope that you'll share our messaging when we are preparing or facing a disaster. We thank the city for acknowledging VOAD during National Emergency Preparedness Month, and come visit us on Saturday, September 14th at the Safety Fair. We'll be there. I'd like to acknowledge some of my colleagues here tonight. Maria Mello has recently joined us as our project manager, and Maggie Tugas with CSUCI, who has been a long-term VOAD member and past chair. So thank you all for this honor.
A little round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you, Susan, for all you do to keep Thousand Oaks a safe city. I do have a commendation to present to you. This is our extra large version. It's the XL, but we're going to go up front and get a picture with the council.
Still two speakers? Better not.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to public comments. If you'd announce that, please, Ms. McGuire.
This is the time and place for public comments. Speakers are requested to state their name and community of residence for the record. 2 individuals have requested to speak, and pursuant to council standards, speakers are allowed 3 minutes. The yellow light displays when you have 1 minute remaining. Our first speaker tonight is Peter Fahler.
Evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, Mayor and City Council members and staff. My name is Peter Feller, and I live in Agoura Hills. I'm president of the Agoura Hills Fire Safe Council, and I've lived in the Conejo Valley for 28 years. Mayor, as you mentioned, September is National Preparedness Month, so I think what I have to say this evening is rather timely. I also want to thank everybody here tonight who care about local politics a little bit more than they care about national politics. So I'm here to introduce myself, as I've recently been in contact with some of your staff members. I'm no stranger to the city of Thousand Oaks. For a decade, I was on the board of the Thousand Oaks Arts Festival with Richard and Elaine Williams. I was one of the founders of the festival. I've been asked by Jackie Irwin's office if I would set up a resident wildfire prevention information booth here at your event on Saturday, so please stop by if you have any questions. I will be there. I helped create and run the Oak Park Fire Safe Council and all their Firewise communities, Agoura Hills Fire Safe Council and their Firewise communities, and I'm currently helping the city of Calabasas set up their Firewise program. I'm in contact with most of the regional fire prevention stakeholders and fire safe councils in the area, and I'd like to have a closer relationship with the City of Thousand Oaks and your wildfire prevention programs. Thousand Oaks, just like most of the Conejo Valley, is in a WUI community. The fires were here before we came, and they're not going to stop. It's only through education, home hardening, defensible space, and community wildfire prevention programs that we can protect lives and property. Wildfire, by far, is the biggest threat to the residents and structures of Thousand Oaks. Although most cities have devoted time and resources to response, not enough has been done in the area of prevention. Not only is wildfire the biggest threat, but of all the threats, our ability to prevent and defend this threat is the easiest and most cost-effective. As we know, the insurance crisis has exacerbated the wildfire threat. We've all heard the horror stories, residents having their insurance cancelled or increased by as much as 6 times. For most people, their homes are their biggest investment and make up the biggest chunk of their retirement. Many neighborhoods and residents with whom I work are being able to keep and maintain their insurance coverage and are receiving discounts. Yes, I bring discounts, but it takes city support and a serious wildfire prevention program. I've spoken with Graham Watts and Brian Stark, and I look forward to speaking with other staff and council members. I have created ways to make the expansion of your Firewise communities easy. I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And our next speaker is?
Nancy Frawley. TOTV, there's something to show.
Good evening, Mayor Adam, council members, and staff. My name is Nancy Frawley. I am a proud 40-year resident of Thousand Oaks. Assemblymember Jackie Irwin, along with all of you and the city of Thousand Oaks, would like to welcome you, along with the whole community, to this Saturday's Be Prepared Safety Fair. It will be right here at the Civic Arts Plaza on the 2nd level, around the fountain and in the turnaround. It's a free, family-friendly event. For families, we have things like face painting and art projects with Art Track. And there will be a huge touch-a-truck event with public safety vehicles, motorcycles, trailers, trucks, even a bus. So plenty of things for the kids to be interested and start their interest in being prepared. And we also have over 40 vendors with information on how to keep your loved ones, yourself, and your community safe. Beyond those booths, we also will have blood pressure checks, hands-only CPR, Narcan education, stop the bleed education, local evacuations maps, pet care, and maybe even some animal adoptions, depending on the heat. But last, but definitely not least, and so important, we are going to have 5 half-hour presentations. I'm going to give you a quick rundown on them because they're going to be so full of information for our community that I think everyone should come. The first one is with our very own Chief Paris, who's going to talk about crime trends in the area. That will be very interesting for absolutely everyone. Then we are going to do local evacuations before, during, and after, and that will be with Moorpark, Simi Valley, and Thousand Oaks city emergency managers. Also, something everyone needs to know. Then we're going to do practical tips to help you save your loved ones and your home with the Ventura County Fire Marshal. That's Joe Morelli. Then we have 7 steps to earthquake safety with the Earthquake County Alliance. And then last, home hardening for fires with the Resource Conservation District. All of those presentations are worth listening to. We might be taping, I'm not quite sure yet, so we can put them up. For more information, you can check the Assembly members' website or call our office. We are happy to assist you. And we all know that Ventura County is no stranger to disasters. So be prepared, be aware, and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Frawley. Do we have any other public speakers?
We do not.
All right. Then, Mr. Powers, any comment?
Only that we're looking forward to this emergency preparedness festivities, and it was nice to have all of our conversations tonight centralized around that. Big supporters of the Fire Safety Council is looking forward. That's all about collaboration, looking forward to more collaboration. In fact, I believe Councilmember Engler's neighborhood was one of the most recent neighborhoods to be fully certified in that space. Am I correct on that? Yeah. That's it.
Thank you. On to the consent calendar. Anything to pull? Nothing? Any speakers? No? Looking for a motion? Mr. Engler?
Yes, move the consent calendar, please.
All right, motion on the floor.
Mr. Adams, can I have your verbal vote or your other?
Yes.
Thank you. And that motion passes 5-0.
All right, thank you. And let's see, this evening we do have a public hearing. Ms. McGuire, would you announce that, please?
Hearing advertised as required by law is open to consider agenda item number 10A, CDBG Program Year 2023-24, Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report. There are no speakers at this time.
All right, thank you. And presenting will be our Community Development Analyst, Lynn Oshida. Good evening, Ms. Oshida.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. This is the annual review of the city's Community Development Block Grant Program from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The program year was from July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. The CAPER was posted on the city's website and at City Hall for 30 days for public review. Last year, about $111,000 were available, which included prior year funding and the 2023 CDBG grant. The CDBG funds were allocated to 3 areas, including the 2022 and 2023 community projects, public services, and administration. The city expended about $800,000 in CDBG funds, with an ending balance of about $47,000. Beneficiaries of the federal CDBG funds were low, moderate income Thousand Oaks residents at or below 80% of area median income. The city's primary CDBG activity last year was housing rehabilitation. The 2 mini mansions projects for capital improvements were completed last fiscal year and supported 96 affordable units. The Richmond Terrace project began in June 2023 and was completed in December 2023. The Bella Vista project was completed this past June. The mobile home rehabilitation activities with SAFE and Habitat for Humanity rehab 28 owner-occupied, low, moderate income units and expended about $300,000 last year. Both agencies completed their programs, and about $5 of unspent funds are available for next year's action plan allocation. The SAFES program is focused on coaches owned by seniors needing HVAC, water heaters, roofs, and window replacements, while the Habitat program involves volunteer labor with painting, stairs, ramp, and deck repairs, grab bar installations, walk-in showers, and window replacements. 4 public service programs expended $91,000 and served over 2,000 low, moderate income Thousand Oaks residents. The administration costs of $100,000 included staff, public notices, overhead costs, and the fair housing contract with the County of Ventura. About $15,000 is available for next year's action plan. The table summary, The table summary shows the city expended about $860,000 in CDBG funds, and with an ending balance of $40,000. All grantees spent their funds in a timely manner. This past May, City Council reallocated $32,000. After a needs assessment and public review, City Council will have the opportunity to reallocate $15,000 together with next year's CDBG action plan in spring 2025. Staff is recommending that City Council find the CAPER qualifies for a categorical exemption under the CEQA guidelines pursuant to the common sense exemption, and approve for submittal to HUD the program year 2023-24 CAPER report. This concludes the presentation, and staff is available to respond to questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Oshida. Any questions for staff? Looks like we're all good. I don't believe we have any speakers. We do have a speaker. We don't have a speaker. Okay,
No speaker.
very good. Well, in that case, Mr. Newman, yes. Would you like to be our speaker? I have to close the hearing first.
Okay.
Which
Sorry to
I
interrupt you.
Will
Please
now
go ahead.
officially do.
All right.
Closing the hearing, and I'm recognizing you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I will go ahead and move this item as recommended. And I want to add that it's very good that our city provides housing and services for our neighbors who need it most. And that doesn't just happen by accident. It requires knowledge of our federal programs, state programs, city laws, and administration of all those programs. So I think we'd be derelict if we didn't mention that we're all grateful for the work that you do and making sure that those who need assistance the most are receiving it. So thank you. And with that, I'll go ahead and move this item.
Okay, Mr. Newman, any other comments to the motion?
Just a quick comment.
Mr.
Mayor,
Engler.
please. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with my colleague. This is not a princely sum of money, but we look for people who could best use it, and we maximize the effect of what we're giving out to folks, a lot of in mobile home parks who need rehab to their facilities, and our partner in affordable housing mini mansions throughout the city. So this is targeted money helping those who need it the most, and I'm proud that we're doing it.
Thank you, Mr. Engler. Yeah, I do want to congratulate Ms. Oshida for her many years of dedication to the city. You've been here as long as I have, so and I'm sure probably longer. So thank you for all you do for the city. And I will just add, as Mr. Engler and Mr. Newman said, these community development block grant funds are really essential for low and moderate income people when it comes to affordable housing, when it comes to public service. And the recipients are just fantastic. Many mansions, Habitat for Humanity, Senior Alliance for Empowerment, Westminster Free Clinic, Senior Concerns, great organizations that do a lot of good work for the city. So we're happy to be able to be the recipients of this money and to pass it on to some good people. With that, I do believe we have a motion on the floor. If we vote, please.
And that motion passes 5-0.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to about wrap it up. So I would like to ask Mr. Powers if he has anything that he would care to add, announcements or the like.
So just to remind the council, we'll be back in 2 weeks. We have In addition to several special presentations, we're going to have 2 department reports. The first will be on our 2024 pavement overlay program, curb ramps and slurry programs, the closeout of that for the year with an update back to the council, one of those largest line item expenditures of the year. And we're going to bring an update on our navigation center and the status of that to show some visuals to the council and the community and talk about timeline and next steps as associated with that important investment in serving our most vulnerable.
Thank you, Mr. Powers. Looking forward to that. And as we open the meeting in remembrance of 9/11, I'd like to also adjourn it in that remembrance as well. And for the people that lost their lives on that terrible day, they won't be forgotten, and we will continue to commemorate them. So we will be meeting in 2 weeks, and look forward to some good reports. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.